Hey guys, we're drafting Lorwyn Eclipsed. It's a premier draft. Let's see what we've got. Pack 1, pick 1. We have the 2/2 Kifkin Soldier that gives +1/+1 whenever another creature enters, and then you also give Trample. We have Figure of Fable. It's a Kifkin creature, 1/1 for 1. This creature becomes a Kifkin Scout when you pay 1. It's a 2/3. When you pay 3, it becomes a 4/5. And when you pay 6, it becomes a 7/8. This could be pretty cool. This one's also great. There's 2 great Kifkins, which is... It's a little annoying because you're telling the person to your left that you might not want to play Kifkin. There's the Lavaleaper. It's a decent elemental. I think this is the best card in the pack, but I hate to see this go. Also, I mean, it's a toughie. This is a great merfolk. This is a great piece of removal. This is a decent Kifkin generator. This is also a decent merfolk. A middling Kifkin card. A middling goblin. A decent goblin. Decent giant. A kind of bad vivid card, right? I'm leaning very heavy Kifkin early, which I don't need to. I can play this in any white or green deck. Then the question is, do I want to be Merfolk? Potentially. And then what's better, this actual Merfolk Warrior or this enchantment? Even Vivid is maybe not a horrible shout. In a deck where I already have a 2-color card. Taking the Merfolk. What does this do? Players can't draw cards or gain life. At the beginning of each player's draw step, that player loses 3 life. Search the library for a card, put into the hand and shuffle. This is very much a big build around. This is a decent card at 1/2 that can destroy an artifact or enchantment when it enters. It's also Changeling, so it can be anything. Is in green. If we're leaning Kifkin, this is a decent card. This is also a decent little combat trick. The mediocre Kifkin, we did take the Vaulter. Blossombind isn't bad. This can copy any creature you have. I kind of like the Chomping Changeling. It comes down, it's a Kifkin essentially, or whatever, right? A Changeling, and you're destroying an artifact or enchantment. Another Gallant Fowlknight, so if we were leaning that Kifkin deck, that's good. The Prideful Feistling is also good, because it's Changeling, so it's whatever you need it to be. These are good. This is a good trick. It's +1/+0, and then you do your power as damage. Enchanted creature gets +1/0 and has flying, and then for Blight 2, return this card from your graveyard to your hand, activate only as a sorcery. I quite like this card. Reoccurring flying is huge. You can probably just sack a Kifkin 1/1 at some point. And then you have a way of like getting flying on something very valuable. This card's been great. Kifkeeper. Vivid. When this creature enters, create 1/1 green, white, and Kifkin creature tokens, where X is the number of colors among the permanents you have. Tap 3 uncontrolled creatures you control. This creature gains +3/+0. Okay. Liminal Hold's good. I'm trying to think this one through. Tap 3 untapped creatures you control. This creature gets +3/+0. It's a 7-mana 3/3 flyer that creates a bunch of tokens. Based on colors, we'd probably have 2 colors in our deck. I don't think it's great. Artifact equipment, you get +1/+0 as long as equipped creature's power. The toughness is greater than its power, and then it assigns damage based on its toughness rather than power. It's okay in our deck. Is a 2-mana equipment that you then have to equip, so it's 3 mana. Keep Out's good removal. Unforgiving Aim's decent removal. Some decent goblins coming about. Not got in mind if we were going to lean more merfolk, which we theoretically still can. Another merfolk, another keep out. Could even be... Yeah, we're pretty into white. I was going to say elves, but probably not. Add 1 mana of any colour. Could help us splash if we wanted, a 0/4. Another keep out. Yeah, we don't have to be in green, so we could take the Vaulter. I think keep out's more generically just good and flexible. If we get a crazy merfolk card, I could lean into it. This is a decent changeling that can be flexible, green or blue. When this creature enters, you gain X life, where X is the greatest power among giants you control. But it does have Vigilance, Reach, and Ward, which are maybe good on its own. Unforgiving Name's definitely playable. We've lagged out. Have we crashed? No, we haven't crashed. Oh, we have... It says we have 6 packs. It has crashed. Let me just reload it then. Okay, God knows what it's done. In terms of picks, we did crash. We've crashed twice in a row, which is very annoying. I actually want to keep this out just in case. Okay, a blue-red, very powerful command card. Flock Impostor is quite nice. It's flexible. That's a decent card here if we were going fairies. Decent Kifkin. Decent 1-drop Kifkin. This is also a very good 2-drop card, actually, even if you're not a merfolk, I think. Would we ever be able to splash red for this? Deal 2 damage to each creature target. Create 2 target. Draw 2 cards. Copy an elemental. We do have 2 elementals now. This would require us to splash to make it work. The Imposter's always good, but this is such a good card. And it would force us into merfolk, because we'd have to go blue as well. I think we can't justify it, even though I really wanted to. Eclipse Realms, you pick a type, and then you can spend 1 mana of any colour, spend this mana to cast a spell of your chosen type. Not horrible. Another Flock Impostor is kind of crazy. We do have this Kifkin Ranger now, since we crashed. Blossombind's good. Summit Sentinel's also good. We have like no 2-drops. Maybe it's the Sentinel. But again, it would put us in blue, which we haven't really committed to blue or green in a meaningful way. I'll take the Imposter. I think it's a decent card. The vents would have been nice to see earlier. Inspire. To untap, you control that shit. When you do, copy it and you may choose new targets on creature spells. Okay, that's not... We're just going Kifkin. Is that what we're doing? Are we... I mean, it seems fairly open. We could be fairies. I don't think we're justifying else. The Steam events is tempting. I think I'm leaning towards just playing an outright Kifkin deck. This is nice to see another one of these. I actually think I prefer the Assert Perfection, just as removal. Okay, let's abandon playing elementals. There's a world where maybe we're in blue. Or splashing it, sorry. When this artifact enters, choose a creature type whenever a permanent you control. Oh yeah, it's the one where you get the charges and then you can copy a spell. Good merfolk, good elf, good anything. Is a white card, but that's fine. Changeling has first strike on our turn. The 1-cost Kifkin is nice. This one's also nice, this Changeling. We do have a lot of free drops. I do like the lifelink though a lot. This is also a very good one. Actually, I think I'm leaning this guy because it's card draw. And it costs only 4 if you have a Kifkin, which seems good. 2-drop Kifkin to round out our deck seems nice. The dagger's okay. The reach card's probably better. Yeah. Probably can't play any of these. Actually, of course we can play this. Enchanted creature gets indestructible, so it can protect a creature. I don't think we're going to have 7 or more lands to create. I don't need to ramp. I don't think so. Let's see. Combat tricks and removal. What do we have? This is kind of combat tricky. This is kind of removal. Oh, I'm not playing that. Maybe I could have been red-white, but I don't think so. Okay, Merfolks. Draw a free card, then discard 2 cards. Unless you discard a creature. Mana fixing. This is a decent 2-drop. That would be a nice card, but we're not in red. Keep Out's also here. I am lacking 2-drops still a little bit. I do have decent-ish removal. The Eclipsed Elf is, if we were playing it for free green and just looking for a forest, isn't the worst card in the world. Ooh, this is a great Kifkin card. Midnight Tilling's probably not half bad. Better in Elf, because they like graveyard stuff. This guy gives you +X/+X depending on Kifkins you control. I'm pretty sure everything's pretty much a Kifkin right now. So we control 2 colors, 3 colors, 4 colors. This could be quite a good little... Each color among you had 1 mana. Damn, that's quite good. But this is also very good. Oh, is the Bloom Tender better? It would ramp us so much. Yeah, or the Aspirant. The 2/1 for 1. I think I might want... it's a lot of ramp. Might be the Bloom Tender, honestly. Another draw 1. The Gallant Fowlknight would have been nice. Champions of the Perfect. So you behold an elf. We have a lot of changelings. Actually, this is a great card. These 2 are also great. I wish they were coming in a different pack. This is the one where you, whenever you cast a creature spell, and I just need to behold a changeling, essentially. So I have these 2, I have these 2, I have these 2, so that's not a problem. And it's a 4 mana 6/6. It's actually a fantastic card in this deck. It's one of the great examples of... We do technically have 4 colors, but we do care about Kifkin numbers. I'm trying to think. We have all 4 colors down, theoretically. How much does this cost? It costs 4 for a 6/5 reach trample. It's not horrible. It might have been the play. This guy's a giant warrior. Remove counters and it can make a creature indestructible. That's very maybe. Or the Chompling. Another one of these. Can we justify it? Or the Feisty Spikeling. We have 2, 1. I'm not too sure about that decision, actually. This, do we want the trick? Do we want the Kifkin mana fixing? We don't need mana fixing. Do we want the 4/2 Stomper? Has free health. Maybe that's better. I don't know, actually. Maybe having more changelings for the champions of the perfect made more sense there. This is just a good card in general, but I'm not sure we're going to keep it. Nothing else appeals. Could run the elf, don't think so. Not going to run that. The elf's hard to justify. I'm not going to run this either. I'm going to take the rare. Blossombind's the best card in pack, probably. Okay. Gilt-Leafs. Ooh, the Fowlknight came back. Probably do want to play that. Okay. Yeah, I didn't take the second Mistmeadow because of the Champion of the Perfect. Okay. So very quickly, I want to look at my card advantage cards, which is kind of like this, and my removal. This is a huge one. It's going to draw me loads of cards if I can keep it alive. This is removal. This cares about Kifkin. Card draw. These are removal, boys. This is a trick. This is removal. Dagger can't be beheld. Well, the 1/1 can be beheld, but you lose it by the Champions of the Perfect. Not sure I care about it. How many drops would I have then? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And only 3 of them would actually be, no, 4 of them would be Kifkin. It just about works on my 2-drop, 1-drops. Keep outs I want to keep. Assert Perfections I want to keep. Chomping Changeling I could maybe drop 1. Oh wait, didn't mean to click that off. Liminal Hold I'm definitely keeping. This just protects a creature. It is a bit of a nice trick, but I don't want too many tricks. I do want Changelings for the perfect champion, but there is an element of, do I want 2 of these? How many enchantment artifact removal cards do I really need? Here's a 1/2. It's pretty weak as a body, and I do need to make cuts. How many Kifkin do I actually have? I have 8 plus 8, which is 16. I currently have 16 Kifkin, which makes cards like this and this good. I probably need to cut some. That's somewhere along the line. This is a really nice trick. It kind of compensates for Gilt-Leafs, right? Gilt-Leafs make something indestructible. This returns it to my owner's hand. Do I care about flying problems? I probably do. Do I care about trample? Trample's nice with the Thoughtweft. Where's my other enchantment? I can destroy enchantments here. Is it ever a world where I drop the Chomping Changeling? Probably not. All of these cards are fantastic. All of these are good. Maybe 1 Fowlknight less, but that seems iffy to me. Maybe a Graspling and a Watcher, and I keep that. I mean, Fowlknight and the Imbuer have slightly different goals. There's an argument that having 2 of these is too much. Maybe along the Gilt-Leaf and having that. Let me just look at my curve once again. Man, the Gilt-Leaf's really nice when you have something you really want to protect. How many creatures do I have? 18. So I have a lot of creatures I do want to protect. What's my cost? 2.9. I like my low end. I mean, technically, do I need this Merfolk? Not really. But every time it gets tapped, it's decent. But it has no synergy here. And it has no synergy here. And it has no synergy here. So I'd rather like a Changeling or a Kefkin. I do lose the life gain. But I don't have lots of ways to tap it, so it doesn't really make sense. But now I'm at a problem where I'm like, what? 1 2-drop, another 2-drop, 4 5. Makes me want to put the dagger back in. Do like the dagger a bit more now, thinking in those terms. I like having 1 Chomping Changeling, even though Keep Out can destroy enchantments. Oh, thank God I saw this. I don't need this at all. I don't know why this is in the deck. Yeah, that was the card I needed to remove. I can't believe it took me so long to see it. In total, we then have 7 and 7, 14 Kifkin, plus 1. And then any tokens we generate, which is 0, I believe. Having a lot of, didn't mean to click that, Having a lot of creatures is good for the champion. This is kind of like the win con for the deck, or it's the Thoughtweft and just pushing through, or it's the Fowlknights. There is maybe an argument for 1 less Fowlknight, 1 more Crossroads Watcher because they have trample. And so something like the Thoughtweft loves trample because you have a huge creature that's just going to trample through everything. Fowlknights have a good body. They're good for a wide board. I'm actually leaning, I'm leaning to put in another Watcher. It's cheaper, it curves out better, has a similar body size. I think it matches everything a bit nicer. Yeah, I really like this deck. Mana 11/11. We have more green early on. Just maybe. Ugh. Yeah, green seems to skew earlier. Okay. I believe this deck is a 7, maybe 7 out of 10. If the last one was like a 4 out of 10. And probably would have been better like the last one if we didn't crash during the draft, which is always unfortunate. No 2-drops, no 1-drop. It's tough. Do have a Keep Out in case he has something. Like that. Whenever you cast a spell during an opponent's turn, surveil 2. Could just Keep Out. Probably a little aggressive. I'll probably drop a Flock Impostor, sorry, and then just body block it. It's not the strongest play in the world. I think it's half decent. I don't want him surveilling. And these imposters aren't getting much value, but brutal. Okay. So now he can counter any non-creature spell. 2 mana. Though he does have to keep 2 mana up. Keep this alive, which is... Oh. Then I can just chomp it. Elemental, okay. I guess, yeah, red-blue makes sense. That's annoying that he hit. Part of me... I just need to destroy it. I don't want him drawing cards every turn. Even though, like, this is the slower play for me to make. This is 5, this is 4. Can't play 2 of either. I guess I just sack this into this, is the play I have to make. It's more mana efficient. Don't get to draw a card, but that's fine. Probably a worthwhile block regardless. He's up 1 card maybe in value, all said and done, because I think he drew off. Yeah, he drew off this one, so he's up in 1 card's worth of value. Can't block that then. Okay. Don't really know how I'm gonna answer that. Could Flock Impostor that one back and then draw another card. The alternative is I don't bother. And then I can get the Fowlknight out and I can swing for like quite a lot of damage. He keeps swinging me. Right, it's tough. Okay, that's annoying. Because it has trample, that doesn't even make sense as a play anymore, does it? Because if I block, it just tramples all the way through, because I've sent it home, right? My understanding. I don't want the card draw. 1 blocker. Pointless, but... Annoying. Draw a card, see what I get. Do deal 5 in the air. Very annoying. Deal 6 in the air, 6 in the air. Ugh. I mean, it doesn't really... This doesn't make a huge difference. I'd be dealing 7 in the air. He'd be close to dying. It does make it slightly harder for him to just swing me willy-nilly. Other tapped creatures. Okay, so he can't swing this. That's annoying. That's a very annoying blocker. That's a very annoying flyer. I'm gonna take what? 10. As indestructible, there's nothing I can... This is such a crazy card. It's very little I can do. Wait, what happens if I swing everything? This gets blocked. This gets blocked. I deal 5, 6 damage. Not good enough. Man, that's a crazy card. That's turn. I have to do chump blocks. And like everything. Yikes. Man, this card alone won him the game. I guess I didn't have a lot of removal, and I didn't have any plays for a long time, so it was a slow board. Yeah, I feel like this format is like fundamentally just, do you have a way to push damage in a stored board state? Which normally flyers are half decent, but this card has proven to be really strong whenever I've seen it. Like, there's almost no flyers that attack into it decently, especially at common, uncommon. He's a little spooked because if he full swings me, I can full swing him back potentially, but I have to make so many bad chomp blocks. Yeah, like I have to make this, which isn't great. And I should give elementals a go. It seems strong. This is never going to be tapped, is it? Yeah. I don't have anything. Here's all his mana. I'm just dead on board. GG's. Yeah, that one card. It's also worth noting, like, I think this format and where I've maybe gone wrong in a lot of drafts is, like that Merfolk, even though it's an elemental deck, that Merfolk is like what won him the game. So if you play Merfolk or elementals or whatever, you have to look at the best card in the back, not just what gives you synergy. Kind of like what I did with the elf card I have, but didn't draw it that game. Might have been able to help me win. It's an insane amount of card draw. Though it's vulnerable to removal. Like any creature card. Okay, we have a 2, 3, 4 and some removal. We are on the draw, which is a bit disappointing. This is the sort of hand that's like very, very strong on the play. Okay. That's a good card. Okay, he missed his 2-drop, which is nice. We have this in case he has a blocker. Though it won't be tapped, so it doesn't matter. We have this in case he has a blocker. Just accept he might have a flash creature, but I don't think there's many flash creatures in mono white. I'm gonna swing anyway. Rather play this then. The imposter's good to protect something in the future down the line. That's absolutely fine. Pretty good for me. I'm gonna swing again and then play this if nothing else happens. Okay. It's tough because I can't even do it on that. Okay. Lose my 1/1. Not really a big deal. Probably play a planes because I have so many white cards. And then I'm gonna do this. Then I'm gonna swing. Couldn't swing this because it would just die, though maybe it's worth letting it die. And then I end turn. Could use my keep out, I don't really want to. Enchanted creature you control when aura enters. Enchanted creature fights up to one target creature an opponent controls. Resolve. Uh-oh. If he had targeted this, I could have destroyed the enchantment. I'm gonna do this then. Oh, I just destroy the enchantment and it dies, right? Fights up to one target, okay. Because I still had to kill this at some point. Okay. Maybe hold this up just to block in case I need to. Probably want to get this down as well though. Even though I'm not pulling this back probably. Because it's 6 in the air. Okay. Submit 0. Play this little guy. Sure. Cool. Good win, good win. First easy win of the day, maybe? Brutal day so far, game-wise. Easy. Just 6 more games like that would be nice, please. Thank you, Gaben. Ooh. We're on the draw. We do have a 2-drop, 3-drop, 1-drop. This is a 2-drop, sorry. Ooh, this is actually not half bad. This is good. This is actually really good. This is where you want to be on the draw when you're 2 mana, so you can draw into your mana. This can fix my mana. Because of this. He's black-green, so probably else. Kind of crazy for a 2-drop, but okay. Okay, I think this. Hopefully he doesn't have removal. Probably doesn't worry that I'll have 3 colors next turn. Hopefully not. Which means I'll have 4 mana, which means I could get this down, which is huge. He does have removal. I mean, if I didn't play it first, it would have been slow. Just play this then. Sag. Very sag. Okay, we would control 2 Kifkin, so this would swing for 5 and have 5 health. He can't really block it. There's no way. Is there a better play? Is there an elf card in this graveyard? There isn't, so that doesn't really matter. So I could kill this, but do I even want to? I think this is better. It does a crap ton of damage. Really? Do you have something that deals 4? Oh, he wanted there to be an elf in his... Okay. In his graveyard. I guess maybe removing this is the smart play. This is a bit of a nightmare now for me. What's this enchantment do? At the beginning of your upkeep, keep Surveil 1. If you pay 6, sacrifice. What the? Is this sorcery? Damn it, it's sorcery. Okay, that's not a problem. Gives us a lot of Kifkins. He played some insane cards back to back. Jesus. What does this do? Whenever control, exile the top 2 once each turn, you may cast them. And then this is, okay, you know what? I think I do want to just get rid of that. Target creature you control deals damage to this. I don't want him to have infinite mana. I can't swing. No attacks. Makes it harder for him to cast this. But it is elf cards in your graveyard, which is... yeah, it's tough. Maybe wrong play, maybe should have just got more board out. Him swinging in the air is a losing battle. We'll have more damage. He doesn't have the mana for this, thank God. And he played 2 crazy cards. Yeah, remove it. I think. Oh my God, what is that? That's crazy. To have that and that is crazy. Okay. It's free. If he kills any of my... just have to accept that he might have it. Well, it's already gained it, hasn't it? So that's not a problem. I have trample. Would I chump this? How much damage are we doing? 7 a turn? Okay. Bit scary. He could have something to kill this, potentially. Okay, something gets -2/-2. If he pays what? He has to pay 2? If this swings, it does 7. And then I can he'll block, and then I'll flash. He doesn't have the mana for it, actually. So what's the best thing to get down? If I get this down, I get free health. It doesn't have the mana for this. So this just becomes a... How much damage does it do? It does 8. So he dies in 2 turns, so he has to do something. It can block if I need it to. Sure. This having trample is huge for me. Does 9 damage actually. I'm at 12. I'm happy to chomp something if I need to. There's a world, there's an argument maybe I would rather have had the Flock Impostor to protect this. Because this is my win con, so maybe protecting this is more important than like just getting free health and yeah. Yeah, I think so actually. I think it was better to not play that and just hold this up. This would have swung for 8, so we would have been on 8 health. Oh no, it would have swung for 7, unfortunately, because it wouldn't have had the card down, so he would have been on 9. It's a tough decision, actually, because him being on 9 is potentially game-changing. I'm not going to block in the air, but I do feel the need to block on the ground. Don't need to play that. Swinging everything does what? It does 8 damage, but you can block it. Swinging something on its own does 7, but you can block it. Well, this does 7, right? On its own. In the air. So you can't block it. Okay. It's tough protecting this when I might want to protect this. If he has removal for this. Do I need to? Because then I can't kill next turn either. Because I won't have enough damage. Yeah, I need to protect it, unfortunately. Because it's the only way I can get back to 7 damage in the air. I have very few cards that cost 1, so playing this land's more risk than it's worth. Fortunately, I have to end my turn. I'm in a really big pickle, which is I can't take too much damage. Oh, I have to chomp something again. Not I chomp him on the ground, not in the air, maybe. Is tough. You can -2/-2 something as well, which is also brutal. I think I've just lost, really. I mean, that removal was just it, right? I would have had to swing everything, I think, in hindsight. Swing everything, force him to kill this, so he doesn't have this for this turn. Where I can't really survive. I have to chomp. But that puts me down to 4. Not many ways of surviving. Let me just look at this. Board state. Probably bad though. I can get this up to 7 damage. He loses something. 1 card at least. But I'm just dead, right? Yeah, I'm not quite dead. Because this can block. Very awkward position, could be dead. It's a close one, actually. It's surprisingly close, though, assuming he has nothing in hand. If he has anything good in hand, I'm just probably dead. Sure. Because this can block that. And this can block in the air. So he only does 6 to me. Or I could just jump that. And that. And then he only does 4 to me. So then it becomes a question of what would I want to block? Removal kills me. Removal kills me. More blockers probably kill me. He probably feels the need to hold something back. Can't hold... Well, he might want to hold this back. What's this boy do? Oh. 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 Yeah, I'm just dead. Okay, good game. Ah. Yep. That god's probably good even if you only have 2 colors, right? You had 3. Oh, getting bullied today. Getting brutalized. 2 losses, 1 win. Come on, Kifkins. I believe. I believe in you. You can do it. I feel like I'm facing insane card quality, but I think that's just me drafting badly and not like deviating from the archetypes enough. Which is only got myself to blame. Pretty bad start, but I think I'll keep it. Maybe not enough 1-drops, 2-drops as well. Saving grace. Definitely this draft could have done another 2-drop at least, would have been nice. This guy's great. This guy's good if he plays an artifact on an enchantment. Him burning from removal I feel good about. Playing this is tough, but it means I can play this next turn, so I think I just have to. Any other cards in my deck I wouldn't have played it. I would have held it for its effect, but I just couldn't. And I can still kill an enchantment if I need to. He did land cycling, that's good for us, means he doesn't have any land. He's red-white. Okay. Going to play this so I get the card draw so I can... I'm going to swing first, obviously, but yeah. Get the card draw, see what's going on. Flock Impostor's half decent. Probably will just play this next turn though. Might bounce this back, get another card draw. It's slow, but it's advantageous. Could bounce this back as well if he plays an enchantment or an artifact. So 2 good enters effect make this even stronger, which is worth noting. I think we're in a good spot here. All said and done. When you have so many planes and only 1 forest, it's good to get your non-white cards down because you can't double spell them, because these are more flexible. Might not be relevant here, but worth thinking about. Tap 2 untap creatures you control, copy target ability you control. You may choose targets. That's brutal. Okay. Do we make it a flyer? Would force him to remove it. Can't do anything else. Could make this a flyer to like... Yeah, I'm gonna make this a flyer. It makes it harder for him to be like, oh, I'm just gonna remove this card. He has to remove both of these. I can keep out this, and then I can play this at some point. Downside is I can no longer Flock Impostor this as efficiently. Can block this, can keep it out in the future. If he doesn't have any big creatures, I can pose quite a big threat on his board. 2 in the air, 3 on the ground. Maybe I'm okay. He would need 2 creatures and a spell to make this strong. Actually, he doesn't. He can tap this. So he needs 1 creature and a spell. Pretty spooky, though. Okay. Play this. Swing in the air. Chill on that. And then just see what happens. This will save me from an awkward removal, double removal even. Yeah, this card's scary as all hell. But I can kill it eventually. Come on. He's taking forever. This turn can't be that complicated. I guess he might be deciding targets. Okay, that doesn't feel like... Oh, tap, and then do something. Oh, he maybe doesn't want to tap this knowing I have a keep out, which is crazy. Crazy if he's realized that. Ooh. Tough decision. Would I want to play this or do I hold it back? I think I hold it back. Interesting. Okay, should have played it in hindsight. Oh well. Can swing this, nothing can really block this. Okay. Surprising. Surprised he didn't have more options. He's probably scared to tap because of how much he could get hit for, maybe, but probably not. Little confusing. Maybe he just didn't have anything for 2 mana, like a spell to double spell or whatever, but he should do now. Come on, Drunk Dingo. You got this. You got this. Man, he's going down to like he's roping every turn. Okay. I mean, 1 Kefkin. Oh, it's all creatures, right? Okay. Oh, it's only triggered abilities. It's not even spells. I see. Okay. Seems weird. Okay. It can't be good to keep around, so let's kill this. I don't really care to block that, so... and then I'm just going to play this and not tap anything back. Let's submit 0. I'm going to swing everything, right? So 6, 9. And then I'm going to use this to block something scary if I need to. Okay, cool. It's possible he has like a huge buff that could like, maybe I held one thing back instead. He would be on like what, 7 or 6? I prefer him being at a health total that I can kill him in the air, so he has to answer the air. And then he has to answer this. Kind of what I was expecting. Okay. Okay, that's fine. I put this down. Commit 0. This will deal 4. This dies, but is it possible he has 3 damage somewhere? It does kind of matter. Kill this, so could he have 3 damage for 1 white mana? I don't think so. Does change my health total a little. This should make it an easier kill. Just swinging everything. He can block 1, who cares? He's dead in the air, so he'd need to block me in the air as well. Okay. Surprisingly close, right? He had 2 Fowlknights in a row and a trample creature, so it makes it quite spooky, but we pulled it out of somewhere. We pulled it out somehow. Cool. 2-2 I think we're at. I think this deck could go all the way, but it's like, it's based on draws. We don't have insane deck power. We haven't drawn our 1 mana Kifkin on our opening hand yet though. I think that'd be pretty powerful. We did draw the this, and this is very strong, but you need it to survive to be actually very strong. Then again, soaking up a removal spell as a 2-2, or like a 2 mana, sorry, is also huge. Just play this raw. All permanence means it's almost always going to be 2 mana, right? Would I swing this? Does it matter? I guess I do swing it because I don't care about the 2 mana. I can always Flock Impostor in case he has something silly. Okay, I don't actually care about the mana in this hand, realistically. I have more mana than it. Like, these cards are like not even, yeah, not even the sort of cards you want to play every turn. Okay, I'll play the Flock Impostor, though I won't like it on his turn. The downside of these cards are they don't do anything on their own, kind of thing. Okay. Almost don't want to play it, but it's 2 damage in the air every turn. Submit 0. Swing in the air. Play this. Yeah. Glad to get this. Really needed a bigger body. Maybe I have too many like imposters, chompers. They're not like doing enough for me. And again, they are shapeshifters, so I do care about Kifkin. I have 3 cards that care about Kifkin. I can also tap this for 3 mana now, though. I don't think I'll ever need that much mana. Okay. Oh, that's annoying. I can destroy it though, which is nice. Ooh, that's also nice. Part of me wants to hold the land back in case he has like card removal, like from my hand. Because the only way I lose the game now, I think, is if this card survives. I can also upgrade this on his turn. Okay. Yeah, this surviving would hurt me a lot. Okay, good stuff, good stuff. It's all great. Okay, let's do this. Can't afford the next upgrade, can I? And I lost my blue creature, so I have even less. Okay, my turn. I have 2 mana. What can this become? For 3 mana, it can become a 4/5, and then it's no. I have 2 more mana. It becomes a 7/8. Do I swing this boy? Seems risky. Because he'll just sack some 1/1s into it. Though it would put pressure on him. Maybe it is the correct decision. I wish. So, resolve. Could have swung him. But he would have had the removal regardless. I mean, swinging in the air every turn's gonna win me the game as long as he doesn't have an answer. This gains me 2 life. So that's kind of nice. Yeah. He's dead in 4 turns. I don't mind that hitting me. Yeah. Part of me wants to swing this now, but nah, it's probably not worth it. Probably was worth it. It's a weird one. Okay. You can have your kill. He's gonna hit my flyer as well, which is annoying. I should have just left it alive. Ooh. Kind of a saving grace. Yeah, he was giving it me for a reason, which is annoying. I should have ignored it. We would have got him down to 4, so would have been in a better position for sure. This is sorcery. I think I really need to use it on. No. Yeah, 1 attacker. And turn. He needs something to change what's happening. I do want to play that. Let's swing first. See what's happening. Which one would I like to behold? Probably the Chomping. End turn. Okay. Man, he did draw a lot of land. What was that, 12? I don't think he had a lot of card draw either, so that was just very unfortunate for him, right? He had 6 in his yard, I had 3. So he went through a lot. It's that awkward thing where, like, if this was like a 6/6 rather than spread out, it would have been really good for him. Obviously, this relies on you killing goblins, and once it's destroyed, the whole game plan kind of is ruined. You need a couple of copies of that in your deck to make it really strong. When you have a few and you have a lot of goblin generation, it is an annoying deck to play against. A very annoying deck to play against. Went well, we curved out nicely. We had a flyer while he didn't. Basically, that's the only reason we won, was our flyer. I took that 1 block that gave us -1/-1 on the flyer, which was silly. Probably shouldn't have done that. Though the champion probably would have won us the game eventually anyway. Oh, nothing till 3. That's really rough. Oh, this is a tough start. These Flock Impostors, I like them, but their body is so... You know, being a 2/2 just makes them so hard to, like, rely on as a fighter. That's tough. That's real tough to deal with. That's a nasty card. What the hell? Okay. It's actually not too bad right now. I mean, first strike, lifelink, and pulls things down to the board. It is kind of nasty. I do have a choice on my 4-drop whether I play this or this. This feels more viable. Ooh. I think I'd rather play this then. Guarantee a card draw. It can block this and it can counter swing next turn. Okay. A little annoying actually. But I was never gonna block. Okay, now you can put a 2-drop down. Okay, this is good. I'm never gonna win a race while he has a lifelink on the board. I think this is just so crazy as a 2-drop. And I didn't play anything till 3, which is brutal. Yikes. That's 4. I could make it have 5. Like I could do this and then the gift means we have good blocks for both the tree and everything else. What's my other play? Nothing really. I can't race him essentially. I could do 7, and then what would this be? The next turn it would be 4 plus, it'd be 9. Oh man, it'd be so close to being able to race him. But he has 2 lifelinkers as well. Can't imagine he has a play here. Actually, I definitely can imagine he has a play. What am I saying? Can't imagine he doesn't have a play is what I meant to say. Like if he removes this, that becomes hard to block. This is always a nightmare. Though, it's more awkward than it looks for him. Because this can't really swing into either of these. This doesn't do too much, that just does one. He has to pay for this. Removes 2 counters, so it becomes 3/6. Okay, annoying as all hell. Yeah, that's really annoying. I don't actually mind that, right? Okay. He gets to get a free cost card down. So I'd block that. I'd happily block that. I can pull this back. What's the cost of this? It's 2 blight, sacrifice. He can do it at any time, so I have to plan it when his mana's tapped out. I want this down for the reach, obviously. Board state doesn't look as oppressive anymore. Though he can bring stuff back, can't he? Yeah, that's a nightmare. Flip side now, he doesn't have the mana up to block this, but I don't really have the room to play multiple things either. Play this. It's tough. Playing the perch is good because I can bin that and then like I heal for a little bit so I can take this hit and it's not as bad. It's more mana efficient. Though that doesn't really make a difference. Play this. I'm not gonna swing. This tree's really tough. Okay, I don't mind that, and I don't mind that. And then I take 5, which is not great. But if I don't lose anything, that's fine. I have a feeling I will. Yeah, that's tough. He draws a card, so he doesn't mind that loss. Oof. He can block in the air and give me 3 life, which I think I need. This and this. I mean, he essentially draws his rare, I don't draw mine. That's GG, I guess. Oh, we can make things bigger, so he kills both of these, of course. Do I have a choice? No. So I just have to do it like this. That's fine then. Now, the problem is I won't be able to afford 2 cards next turn. Ooh, maybe I will. No, I won't. I don't have enough planes. And I can't block 3 things. Oh, it went up to 4 health. That was a bad block by me. I should have blocked that. Does it make a difference? I was never able to play two things. Everything costs a plane and I only have one plane. Okay. Oh, brutal loss in the end. Little mistake, but yeah, brutal loss. I could have Flock Impostered my card draw guy back. I just didn't have the health or the like time to get my board. I had all the cards to defeat him. I just didn't have the mana or the time to get them on the board to actually get them out. He kind of out-tempered me quite nastily. Another not great game. I think this draft was better, but we only went 3 wins. 3-3. I guess you can view that as kind of even, kind of average. I think this deck, I think if I ran it back, it could have done a little bit better, but so be it. This is a great card. We didn't really get to use it at all. This is a cool card. We only got in a game where we had already won. This was always good whenever it came up. It's a strong, great Kifkin card. It's just card draw and a decent body. This is a really cool card. It won us 1 game. It didn't come up a lot. We were getting a lot of our Flock Impostors and the Chomp. We got that like every game we got these guys. And they're good. They have cool effects, but their bodies aren't great. And yeah, we had a lot of small-bodied creatures that were struggling. Like this is a 1/1 for mana. This is a bounce. This is an enchantment destruction card. So they're not great bodies. They're more for their effects. Whereas like this and this would have been better cards in general to be drawing regularly. But we didn't have a lot of 2-drops, to be fair. So fundamentally, I think, yeah, one more 1-drop or 2-drop and we would have maybe had a more rounded out deck. And if we dropped like the Changeling and the Imposter, maybe. I think we probably should have ran this Merfolk, and in hindsight, that's the vibe I get. Yeah, just like one more solid 2-drop, even though it's not the archetype we want or the tribe we want. It would have been good. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Cheers. Bye-bye.